Hello everyone, this is Smiti. Today I'll teach you the establishment of company rule in India. I have already started this chapter and taught you about the East India companies, that many East India companies came to India, but only French and the English were left. And finally, after the Carnatic Wars, the French East India Company was also dissolved in 1770. Now we will see how the British East India Company started its expansion and control over India step by step. So, what happened after the Carnatic Wars? What were their motives? See, the next motive was to conquer Bengal. The British wanted to conquer the rich provinces of Bengal. What are provinces? Provinces are the administrative units. Alwardi Khan was the Nawab of Bengal at that time. He was an able administrator. Who is an administrator? Administrator is one who looks after the public affairs and the government. He adopted the policy of keeping Europeans under control. But after his death, his grandson Siraj ud Daulah became the Nawab of Bengal. The British started the fortification of Bengal. What is fortification? Fortification means building walls around the cities to protect from external attack. Meanwhile, Siraj-ud-Daulah could take the Nawabship of Calcutta. Robert Clive arrived to Calcutta with his army, that is, army of 900 Europeans and 1200 sepoys. Who are sepoys? Sepoys were the Indian soldiers who worked for the British. They all were trained in the European style of warfare. They recaptured Calcutta. Next, what happened is the Battle of Plassey. Battle of Plassey was fought in 1757. It was fought between the forces of East India Company led by Robert Clive and the army of Siraj ud Daulah. It was fought at Plassey. Plassey is a place between Murshidabad and Calcutta. Mir Zafar, who wanted to become the Nawab of Bengal, bribed the Indian soldiers to throw away their weapons. What is bribe? Bribe is to pay money to do something wrong. So, Mir Zafar gave money to the Indian soldiers to throw their weapons. In this way, Robert Clive easily won the battle. The British consolidated their positions in Bengal by making Mir Zafar the Nawab. Consolidate means making their positions strong. Mir Zafar gifted large sum of money to the British as well as 24 parganas, that is districts, to the British, but he could not fulfill the constant demands of the British. So the Britishers made Mir Qasim, who was the son-in-law of Mir Zafar, the Nawab of Bengal, granted equal rights to both European and Indian merchants. He did not give any extra benefit to the British merchants. So British attacked him. He took refuge at Awadh with Suja ud Daulah and Mughal Emperor Shah Alam, who was already taking refuge over there. What is refuge? Refuge means to move away from one's own place to the other place to protect oneself from any kind of attack. Next, what happened is the Battle of Buxar that was fought in 1764. This battle is very important in the Indian history. East India's Company victory over this battle. led to the British colonial rule in Bengal Presidency and subsequent expansion of the British control all over India. Mir Qasim, the Nawab of Bengal, refused to be the puppets in the hand of British. He wanted the complete control over. He wanted to check the growth of the East India Company. It resulted in the Battle of Buxar. It was fought between the East India Company led by Hector Munro and the armies of Mir Qasim supported by Shah Alam II, the Mughal emperor, and Suja ud Dawla, the Nawab of Awadh. The battle was won by the East India Company, and this battle was official for the expansion of the power of the East India Company. It gained the rule of Diwani, the right to collect the revenue from Bengal, which included Bihar and Orissa. At that time, Bihar and Orissa were also included in Bengal. Next, what happened is the dual government in Bengal, that is from 1765 to 1772. The right to collect Diwani by the British began the dual government in Bengal. The Nawab looked after the administration and the company controlled the army, the judiciary and the revenue collection of Bengal. This dual set of government led by two, that is the Nawab and the East India Company, was known as dual government. This arrangement gave immense power to the East India Company without any responsibility. They were not the people of Bengal. General public suffered. Thousands of people died in the famine of 1770. But the British and the East India Company were least bothered for the victims, and Nawab, who wanted to help them, had no resources. In 1772, when Warren Hastings became the Governor General of Bengal, he ended this dual government in Bengal and gained the complete control over Bengal. So, these were the next steps. Now we'll see the Anglo Maratha, Anglo Mysore, and Anglo Sikh wars in our later videos, and we'll see how East India Company took control over the parts of. So